everybody. How's it going? Welcome. It is Saturday the 13th. That's right, Saturday the 13th, and it is in the spotlight. We have a special edition today. So I just want to let you guys know. Normally, I was planning on having actress Nikki Suhu. She is actually here in Tahoe, which is crazy. She's a little bit up towards the north side, which is about a half hour for me. And she had to do a reshoot. She's filming a TV show, and she was going to give us a little bit of insight for that. So she's in a remote area, and so what she wants to do is she wants to schedule for next week. She was trying to do it today, but because of the reshoots, I mean, that's what actresses, I have to kind of go with that. But we do have an amazing guest tonight who's going to perform for you guys, and I really appreciate you guys being here, showing some support. She's got a great voice, and I want you guys to know her story. She's actually going to be part of our. It's National Women's Month, guys. We're honoring women, and in 2 weeks, we're going to hold a music fest. That's right, we're going to hold a music fest. I have 5 to 6 entertainers that are going to come on, different types of singers, and they're going to come on and pretty much perform for you guys. It's women, right? I mean, women rock, guys, and that's kind of why we're here. Everybody, we wanted to salute women 100% because it is that month, guys. And, we know, women, they rock. So we wanted to pay our little tribute. So definitely, without further ado, guys, we're going to go ahead and get into In the Spotlight. So let's get the show going. Once again, thank you so much, guys. Today we have Chelsea Ray from the Great Smoky Mountains in the beautiful city of Nashville with 90,000 views on Spotify and songs like 25, Every Storm, and Lips Like a Liar. Ladies and gentlemen, in the spotlight, we're going to bring you the voice of the talented Chelsea Ray, guys. And Chelsea, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing quite well today. I really appreciate you taking the time and being here today, and giving us an opportunity to hear your voice. When I got an opportunity to come across it, I was like, oh, I got to reach out. Like, I want to bring her on in the spotlight. I know you've been extremely busy. I know you recently just had an audition, correct?
I did. I actually had an audition today for session 5, and I had to play my show for them. So that's my audition. So that was amazing.
Nice. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
I wanted to kind of, before I had you, start singing and everything, I'm just saying hi to people in the chat. We have Miss Slapshots, Joanna, McDorks, how are you? Dana, Gilster 37, Christina Payne, Divine Pops, Tats, Rue Crew, how are you guys? Hope everybody's doing well. Wabasaurus Rex, my partner there, he does Scream Stream with me. So, Chelsea, before we get going, I wanted you to kind of take us on a little journey, for your music and give us an insight of who you are. You hail from Tennessee. So, take it away a little bit, like give us a little insight.
So I started writing music when I was small. I've been bashing out blues for about 16 years now. And music has just always been that outlet, that stability. Like, you know how everybody has life support, like the actual life support? Well, music is my life support. And it's given me a reason to fight. And my mom just wanted to she knew moving to Nashville would save my life. And it has. It's given me a reason to fight. And I've survived emergency fever. My mom almost lost it about 4 times, but kept hanging on.
Okay. Well,
And
I wanted to touch. So, a couple of people in the chat said there was like a little bit of an echo. So I'm not sure if there's able to, because I want to make sure that obviously we can hear you and kind of going from there. But a lot of people are saying I hear an echo. I hear an echo. So I want to make sure. So what we might do sometimes is like pop you out, pop you back in
okay,
as a possibility, and just anything that might like if you have the stream on and a different device or something. Sometimes you want to turn that off
okay.
if you had two devices. So let me go ahead. I'm just going to remove you and then come through again. So just 1 second. All right. So let's see. So obviously, right now, we just want to make sure that we get everything all squared away because she's got an amazing voice, guys. I want you guys to be able to hear that. All right.
That's
So,
still echoing.
seems to be a little bit better. Definitely, like I said, we'll as you start playing your music, hopefully in the chat they'll be able to let me know and just kind of keep it from there. Sometimes sound stuff, it comes through like that.
No.
But definitely, like I said, when you look at your journey, like what was your inspiration to get you into music?
Um, well, I've always been into music, but honestly, when I was little, I thought I was going to be like a doctor or in the medical field. I'm just on the other side of it. But then when I got sick, I just started writing, and it's inspired me to keep going. Because when other people walk away from me, music always sticks because people didn't understand it. And Carrie Underwood is one of my biggest inspirations. One of the strongest women.
Nice.
So she is my big inspiration.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Carrie Underwood, yes, she has taken the scene ever since she's won that competition. So she's done an amazing thing. So if you had an artist to choose to open up for, then Carrie Underwood would be that choice then.
Yeah.
So okay.
That's
So
amazing thing.
so a lot of them are still saying that there's an echo, and I know a lot of them want to be able to hear you. Like I said, you got some amazing songs, and I want it to come through. Is there anything that might on your end that you can think of that might be causing the echo?
I can hear the echo too on my side. Is that audio?
Are you streaming through the phone or the computer?
Computer.
Okay.
Oh, echo. Is that better?
How are you coming through as far as the connections? I mean, are your settings?
I on. It says cancel out the microphone.
Because sometimes with the settings, let me see here if I can kind of look at this.
You think it'd be better if I tried on my phone?
So there's an echo cancellation. You could click on that.
Yeah, that's what I have checked mark.
You can also uncheck it and put stereo audio
Okay.
as a check mark, and then the automatically adjust mic volume.
Okay.
Um, no.
No. Is that better? No.
Well, it's obviously better than that first one.
I'm sorry.
Sometimes it's always a difference, like between like if you come through the phone or the computers, and sometimes it's just picking up. Sometimes maybe from the mic,
Mm-hmm.
as a possibility. So maybe I mean that's always a possibility. So we can kind of see how it's going to play out. I'm just seeing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute myself when you talk, and when you play, and I'm going to make sure to try to see if it transcends into that. Okay. So generally, what we'll do is we'll try out a song, and see how it comes through, and then get into some more questions, and then if everything goes good with the song and stuff, then we can continue. For you to obviously sing. But yeah, I will go ahead and mute myself for that. So I'm going to put you full screen. and then have you perform. But like I said, guys, this is Chelsea Ray. Her links are in the description. She's on Instagram. She has 90,000 views on Spotify. She's from Tennessee, doing an amazing job. So I wanted to bring her to you guys. All right, so I will go ahead and go from there. Let's see.
This song is called Every Storm, and I won Song of the Year in 2019 at the Josie Music Awards. It's about my mom and I, and she always says hand in hand, and I put it into our song, and I just tell her we can get through every storm we go through. So this is Every Storm. In a hospital nightgown, shuffled from room to room. I've been praying for answers, but they don't prescribe the truth. And strength from the woman that gave me life, hand in hand, bound to win this fight. Sisters can blow on through, a hurricane can wash away all we knew. Bubble face what's coming, earthquake shake what can undo our faith that the skies will turn to blue. We'll see that light shining new, shine on me and you. Every storm we go through. You never left my side, always here. Helped me push out the doubt and have no fear. When those clouds rolled in and my faith would wane, you always taught me how to dance in the rain. Blisters can blow on through, a hurricane can wash away all we knew. Bubble face what's coming, earthquake shake what can undo our faith that the skies will turn to blue. See that light shining new, it will shine on me and you. Every storm that we go through. Things that matter just take time. We'll hang on to the silver line, 'cause if we look, I know we'll find the skies there to remind us. Blisters can blow on through, a hurricane can wash away all we knew. Both is what's coming, earthquake shake that can undo our faith that the skies will turn to blue. See that light shining new, it will shine on me and you. Every storm we go through, every storm we go through, every storm we go through. Thanks, y'all.
Okay, so they said obviously when I mute, you're coming through pretty good. So
Wow.
that's awesome right there.
That's
So
great.
great start, great intro.
Thank
So I'll
you.
continue to do that. I will go ahead and mute away. So if you want to like maybe do another song, and then I'll come back afterwards and ask you a couple extra questions, and then kind
Yeah,
of
of
go from
course.
there. Alrighty.
So this next song is more upbeat and fun, and I wrote this with my good friend Dylan Reed. It's called Breakup to Makeup, and you know where you get into that relationship where it's like, oh, you break up, but then you make up and you break up again, and it's just a cycle, and it's just fun, and everyone can relate to it. So this is Breakup to Makeup. Sweet talk at my door knocking, singing my favorite songs. When you're leaving, I can already see it. Right here's where you belong. Leave the light on up till dawn, waiting for you at my door. Gone for days, said anyways, you come back for more. We only break up, make up, then repeat again. We're just texting, fighting, say we're only friends. Say you're gonna change, and I know it's just a lie. We know it's a matter of time before we break up to make up. Yeah, break up to make up. Here you are, saying sorry, then you did it again. Every time, tell me not to worry, my patience getting thin. Just when I think I might have found somebody new, then you tell me up, tell me you love me, bring me back to you. We only break up to make up, then repeat again. We're just texting, fighting, say we're only friends. Say you're gonna change, and I know it's just a lie. We know it's a matter of time before we break up to make up. Yeah, break up to make up. Screaming and shouting, and I'm always doubting that I'm never on your mind, and it's just a waste of time. You turned off the cable and left your key on the table, till I left the door unlocked, but you never knocked. We only break up to make up, then repeat again. We're just texting, fighting, say we're only friends. Say you're gonna change, and I know it's just a lie. We know it's a matter of time. We know it's a matter of time before we break up to make up. Yeah, break up to make up. That's break up to make up.
Oh, very pretty. Amazing job with that. Great song, great voice. So obviously on Spotify, you're on there, 90,000 views, guys. If you guys get an opportunity, make sure you check her out. So I wanted to ask you, you know, how would you describe the music that you create? Like, generally, do you put yourself, a lot of people will say, okay, I'm going to go into country, I'm going to go into, like, the music that you're creating, there's a lot of different variations, different reasons behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So how would you describe?
I would describe my music. It is country pop, but my songs are a little different from other people's. Like with every storm, that's about being in a hospital gown and shuffled from room to room. Like I still want to make it country pop, but my vibrato is so fast and it just puts a different distinctive sound on it. And that's what I've had so many people tell me. Because I don't want to fall in the same pattern as other artists. I want to be my own artist. So I just try to write things that really come from the heart that other people can relate to, and but yet still be lighthearted at times too. I just always want to be completely real, and I never want to hide anything. So I am willing to lay it all out there.
Nice. Well, with the industry, like you have Spotify and Apple, a lot of things. How do you feel about the internet? How it's impacted the music business today?
I I think it's amazing what the streaming service has done because it's put a whole new aspect onto how the industry is today. Like people stream more than they do buy songs or records, and for the world we are living in today, I think it's amazing what streaming has done for us as artists. Like it still gives us the outlet to do what we love.
So this is National Women's Month in March, and obviously, I mean, we shouldn't just be having a month. Women are amazing; they do some incredible things. My mom raised me, and I salute her 100% for that. What female or females have provided inspiration for you?
My mom is one of them. She is my rock. I tell her everything. We're so close. And she's always there to pick me up when I'm broken or I'm hurt, sad. She's taught me how to handle things in life, especially with going through those health issues. She says you can either let it take over your life or you can take control because that's one thing it doesn't have control over is your mind. Um, so my mom is probably one of the biggest women that I look up to. And um, I'm just so thankful for her, everything she's done for me. My sister is another strong woman, and it's there's no one else in my family that does music, but the way she supports my music is amazing. So I think it's just amazing how all these women just come from different backgrounds, but yet we're all still together as one. And I really find that inspiring.
Yes, that having that, like I said, a strength of rock in your family is really, really important to support, especially in the music industry, because sometimes people will say you can't do it. So many people want it. So many people are doing it, but somebody to support you and keep pushing you, like it's really, really important. I noticed that you had spent some time in the hospital,
I did.
and you went through a journey. And would you like to share a little bit about that?
Yeah. So at age 12, I got sick, had stomach pain. I couldn't eat at all. I had to be on a feeding tube. I dropped down to 75 pounds, and my heart was in distress. And I was about 14, I would say, at this time. Um, there's, I've had a lot of surgeries. I've been dealing with a blood cancer, but it's not terminal or anything. I just produce too much blood. So I just keep on writing music, and even in the hospital when I'm there, I write so many songs, and it's kind of weird that I get inspiration there, but it helps me get through it. And then I know someone else who's going through something bad in a different way, it gets them through. Because music is, I'm telling you, music is therapeutic. It will save your life. It saved my life. Um, and I just try to not let all that health stuff get to me. I still continue doing what I'm doing every day. Um, Gives me a reason to fight, puts a smile on my face, and I get to do exactly what I love.
That's awesome. I know that when you pull inspiration from things, whether you're being in the hospital or you're at home or you're journeying somewhere to write, like it's hard to sing beginning with, but now you're writing too. So
Mhm.
what's your creative process or your routine to write? Like, do you just get up in the morning, go on the porch? I mean, how does it become to you to write? You said you spent some time in the hospital. You're pulling some inspiration from that to write. It's a lot of emotions.
There is a lot of emotion, especially being in the hospital, because at that point you feel so weak and down. but you start writing the songs that make you stronger. Um, I randomly will listen to songs and I'll just get this idea, or I'll wake up in the middle of the night at midnight or can't sleep at 4 a.m. I start writing a song because it's just what I love to do. And when you can't sleep, music's the best thing to do.
Yeah, and I know sometimes in life I had a dog that I had for 12, 13 years, and it was really, really tough to let him go. Now I know you suffered a loss because you have a ranch, you have a horse with
Mm-hmm.
Duke, but then there was a miracle that happened. Could you something that happened with that? Can you explain that a little bit more?
Yeah. So we rescued 4 horses from the Oklahoma Kill Shelter, my mom and I, and we had 4 horses, and Duke was the only male. Um, he passed away last March because his stomach twisted from the cold. And we're like, we always wanted a part of Duke. And come to find out, my horse, Jewel, was pregnant, and we didn't know. And I literally had surgery the day before, and my mom wakes me up at 6 a.m. and she's like, Chelsea, Chelsea, Jewel had a baby, Jewel had a baby. And I go, what? And went out there and come to find out, Jewel had a baby, and that is little Junior. We call him Junior because he's a fitting image.
Well, that's a awesome story. I saw that and I was like, I really wanted to ask you about that. And there's a lot of information that I would like to pull from you as well, just to kind of touch into. But I also want people to hear your voice because it's amazing. So I definitely would love to have you kind of have sing another song. I know there's, I don't know if we can request anything, but I was listening just recently to 25, and I mean, that was awesome. But I just definitely appreciate you being here and taking the time. I know the chat is enjoying it. A lot of people right here just kind of saying lovely voice, very pretty, inspiration, a lot of things that are going on. And like I said, it is National Women's Month, guys. And that's what we are. We're here to inspire because, women, they definitely rock, guys. That's how it works. But the fans, they want more, Chelsea. They want more.
Yeah.
So,
Do
so are you
they
ready?
have a request of what song to sing off Spotify?
Well, I think you should give them 25 because
25?
I think you were rocking that song.
Well, thank you.
I was just like putting it on, doing the dishes and stuff, and I was just like jamming. So
Well, thank you very much. Yes. So a little behind 25. I didn't get to experience everything everyone would in their 20s, so I wrote about what you would get to do, and then around age 25, that became one of my turning points when I started doing really well health-wise. So I wrote about what I would get to do in my 20s, and then turning that point to 25 when things all started getting well. So this is 25. Still remember 21, all I was thinking about was having fun, and I just wanted to run. I look back on the days when I was young. There's 22 back when me and you thought we had it all figured out, and everything we would do was all so new. Never thought twice about it. Who knew 23 would be so careless, wild and free? And 24, wasn't sure who I was gonna be. I know 25 is a year I'll find the girl I am, the girl inside. I'm gonna live it up and gonna rewind, no time to make up for missed time. It's a turning point, a brand new start. Clean my slate and I'm broken heart. I'm gonna live this life, take back what's mine. Oh, 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 25. Now, here I am, in the moment, dancing in the sun, till I shine, till I'm golden. I'm gonna own it, keep it going, page of the last chapter. I'm gonna turn 25. It's the year I'll find. Girl, I am the girl inside. I'm gonna live it up and gonna rewind. No time to make up and let's stop. It's a turning point, a brand new start. Clean my slate, no broken heart. I'm gonna live this life back what's mine. Oh, 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 25. Feel it, feel it, feel it. Feeling alive, feeling alive. I know it, know it. Yeah, I know it. This is the year life will be on my side. 25's the year I'll find the girl I am, the girl inside. I'm gonna live it up and gonna rewind. No time like this time. It's a turning point, a brand new start. Clean my slate, not broken heart. I'm gonna live this life, get back what's mine. Oh, 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 ooh, 25. Oh, 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 25. Oh, 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 25.
That right there, 25 guys. I was like I said, when I heard that on Spotify, I mean, I was really, really rocking to that. I enjoyed a lot, just being able to have that. So, and I know you have another one that on there too that is a great song, and we'll have you play that here very shortly. But I wanted to ask you in regards to music, is there something in the industry that you would change, with music today? Like, how do you feel the direction's going? Is there something you would change with it?
Yes, and I hope I don't get like bad comments about this, but I feel like the industry should play more women. Like all of them play all the male songs, but I think women should be heard too. And if I could change that, I would like for us women to be played on the radio more, and get more recognized for our music, because we still have something to say as well.
Yeah, and this is what this is about this month is we want to make sure, like I said, women do have stories, and women, like I said, my mom, she raised me 100%, and it's hard, and even myself today as a single parent, I know kind of what she has gone through, but just for her to put forth the effort and the time to make sure that I have things. I agree with you 100%. I mean, women, when we look at women, I mean, they're obviously amazing, and we have some portrayals, recently with some of the women that are coming out, and definitely, like I said, it's 100%, guys. This is why we're here. This is Chelsea's story. Women, because they rock. And that's how it works. I got to ask you, in Tennessee, they have a thing called a watering hole, and a lot of people don't know a lot about them. But when you look at the watering holes, these things are really amazing. Like, I mean, they look like a lot of fun. If I was in Tennessee, I definitely would want to go to a watering hole.
Yes. My favorite is Coming Fall and Hard Rock Falls too. I love hiking, so I love going to see the waterfalls. It's my favorite thing to do in the summer.
Well, I definitely, like I said, I wanted to make sure. Now, guys, Chelsea is going to come on again in 2 weeks. Like I said, we are doing a music fest. We're going to have 5 to 6 different performers, different types of singers that are going to come on and perform. And we're honoring women because, like I said, we are celebrating women 100%. Women are leading the way. We have Women's History Month, and that's what we're doing right now. But this is today, Chelsea Ray, Amazing performer out of Nashville. And sorry. So, Chelsea, what is on the horizon for you because of these auditions and stuff? What do you got going on in the future?
I definitely going to release more music, and now that we're going to be able to be out playing live shows again, um, I am definitely going to do quite a bit of touring, so I can finally just share my music all around. And I chose, I how do I put this? I'm not in it for the fame. I just want to like inspire people to still chase their dream even when you're sick, because nothing can stop you. You're not, I mean, you can do anything you put your mind to, and I hope I just inspire them to keep going and don't give up, because look where I am now. I never gave up, and I'm doing what I love. So I really do hope I can inspire people.
Well, like I said, I know when I came across your page and your Instagram, I was inspired. When I heard you sing, I definitely wanted to reach out to you. And then when I got some backstory a little bit more too, definitely very inspirational. And like I said, you have some amazing songs. And I know, like on Spotify, you said 90,000 views. I believe that's Lips Like a Liar, correct? Is that one of
Yeah,
them?
that's a liar. That was really fun to write. It's about, I was in this relationship and I had no idea what it really was, and all the lying and cheating stuff. And I'm like, well, I didn't know I was kissing the lips of a liar. So, and then it was cool because it's like when you're lying in my bed. You made it so sweet to be kissing the lips of a liar. So you're fooled. So that's where the inspiration came from that.
Well, I would love for the chat to hear that. Like I said, she has 90,000 views on Spotify, guys. Chelsea Ray out of Tennessee, Nashville. Definitely, like I said, check her out on Instagram, Spotify. She has a website. She's doing some amazing things right now. So, Chelsea Ray, take it away.
But here is Lips of a Liar, and it probably 25 and Lips of a Liar are probably my favorite songs on my Spotify. So here's Lips of a Liar. Playing with your words, saying all the right things. You're so smooth, didn't see that curve coming at me fast when I found the truth. You were trying to throw the blame on me, but you knew I was naive. How was I supposed to know that whole time? Every night I was kissing the lips of a liar. You and I, kryptonite, got me high. I just kept on playing with fire. You were lying, lying. You were lying in my bed. Made it so sweet to be kissing the lips of a liar. Kissing the lips of a liar. Another game to you, making up excuses for your lies. Gave me trust issues and a burning chemistry you can't deny. You try to throw the blame on me, but you knew I was naive. So how was I supposed to know that whole time? Every night I was kissing the lips of a liar. You and I, kryptonite, got me high. I just kept on playing with fire. You were lying, lying. You were lying in my bed. You made it so sweet to be kissing the lips of a liar. Mm-mm. Kissing the lips of a liar. Betrayed twice hard. It's what we have is oh so good. It hurts twice much. 'Cause I loved where we stood. Betrayed twice hard. It's what we have is oh so good. It hurts twice as much. 'Cause I loved where we stood. I was kissing the lips of a liar. Kissing the lips of a liar. Mm-mm. Kissing the lips of a liar. Kissing the lips of a liar.
Right.
That one.
Uh, we got a lot of people, McDorks, love this song.
Oh,
Um,
thank you.
Definitely, check out her Spotify. Like I said, that's adding to the list all the time. She's Chelsea Ray. She's got Instagram. She's got her website. She's really, really busy with a lot of different things. Obviously through the auditioning. Now that audition process, what is that like? If as a singer you're going in, I'm sure you're like a little bit of nerves, but
Well, yeah. Um, well, they saw my YouTube and they're like, "We love that song, Break Up to Make Up, and we would love for you to audition so you could play our shows." And so I went in today and got a few songs prepared, and here I'm thinking I'm gonna sing maybe two or three. Well, I sang "Every Storm." I gave them the description about it. I told them that I won Song of the Year at the Josie Music Awards, and that was amazing. And because it's so close to my mom and I, and it's about our story, that I hold it close to my heart. And I gave them the backstory on that song. I only played Every Storm, and they're like, "Well, wow, we love your emotion. We can feel it, and we would love for you to play our shows." And I was so happy. I just lit up and I was like, "Thank you so much." Like, I'm so excited. I have a feeling 2021 is going to be an amazing year already.
yeah, I mean, just in the short amount of time, I mean, you seem to be on a collision course to do some amazing things, some success. Now, some of your past experiences, how was it for you? I mean, last year, did you do a lot of writing songs because you couldn't really perform a lot?
Yeah, I did a lot of writing. I it really sucked to not play. And last year, I was pretty sick, so I was fighting all that, but still writing songs, doing co-writes over Zoom. And Zoom's great, but I'm so happy to be doing them in person again because I feel like you get more of the emotion because when you're there, you're in it, you feel it. Um, so I did quite a bit of songwriting last year, even on my own, and I really like going back to my solo writes on myself, just me and my guitar, how I started out, because it still gives you that clarity. It's like, oh, you can still write by yourself. So I do look back to the solo writes.
Nice. Well, like I said, I really appreciate you, being here, taking the time. Like I said, as we're celebrating Women's Month, it is definitely rocking, guys. Yep, Chelsea, they love it. They're standing up. They absolutely love it, 100%. Um,
Yay!
Now, I do obviously want to have you come back. We talked about that as we were putting this thing together, and you were on board, and it's going to be a lot of fun. A lot of different singers. But I would like for do you have one more in you to close it out? Would you like?
Yeah,
Is there something you got?
absolutely.
Okay.
So since we talked about the solo, right? There is a song called "Lay My Cards Out" on my EP Revival, and I wrote it at midnight. It was after a really bad breakup, and I was like, I laid it all out there, and yet he still didn't care. So I wrote a song called "Lay My Cards Out." So this is "Lay My Cards Out." hard for me to see when you look at me. Made the choice a little on the line, but you're so hard to read, like a novel mystery. Every page I turn, leaving clues for me to find. Play into my every move you have from the start. I'm calm now, and now I know I'm the queen of your heart. Leave my cards out on the table. I may be young, but know that I'm able to give you everything I have, everything I am. Gave you all my love, and you didn't give a damn. I was trying to learn, but now I understand. You held back, I showed you my hand, laid my cards out on the table. No, trust is hard to show, and the past won't let go. We've both been there and we've been hurt before. But stepping on the past, it's like shards of broken glass. They'll cut you deep and bleed you to the core. It's time for you to let it go. It's time to lay it down. Quit playing games and make a move. You're gonna lose this round. Lay my cards out on the table, and I may be young, but know that I'm able to give you everything I have, everything I am. Gave you all my love, and you didn't give a damn. I was trying to learn, but now I understand. You held back, I showed you my hand, laid my cards out on the table. Laid my cards out on the table, and I may be young, but know that I'm able to give everything I have, everything I am. Gave you all my love, and you didn't give a damn. I was trying to learn, but now I understand. You held back, I showed you my hand, laid my cards out on the table. It's hard for me to see when you look at me. Made the choice with on the
Guys, yes, everybody's standing, yes, giving it, we're doing that. It's amazing. It's always fun to be able to have that. What do you think, Deadpool, what do you think?
Yes,
Yeah.
Deadpool's my favorite.
And we also, I mean, Groot's excited too. Groot, yeah, he was dancing. He's excited. Definitely. So let me go ahead and put this. Let's see here. Exit the solo layout. There we go. So if we have any questions, guys, in the chat, for Chelsea Ray, like I said, I know you've been singing. I know you've been doing a lot, and I don't want to, take too much of your time because I know you're coming back too. Because I know that they would love to hear. So I mean, that's what we're here for is to honor women, and you're an amazing lady singing the stories that you go through. So I definitely would love to hear more. So if we have any questions for her, guys, we're going to take a quick break here real quick, and we'll come back, and then we can look into the chat for some questions. let's see here, guys. Obviously, Christina Payne, spread the love. Obviously, she's one of the ones in our community. She's always promoting positivity, so that's awesome right there. McDorks, and the crowd goes wild. That's one of the things here in this community is very tight knit. We've gotten to know a lot of people since COVID. A lot of the channels have formed, and we've been very supportive. And you'll find here in our community, as you see, they come to hang out and they want to, enjoy the music and things like that. Now, for you, are you coming from a big family? You have a lot of support in your like. How long have you been in Tennessee?
I have, this May will be 9 years. I moved here. I didn't know anybody. I moved here on a whim, and I'm like, so I came here in 2011 actually, and I did a reality show, the pilot season. But 2 weeks after we wrapped up the film, our executive producer died, so it never went anywhere. But that's what brought me to Nashville, and I fell in love with it. And I lived here in 2011 for about 6 months, and then my mom moved me back home because I was still too weak to be on my own. And then in 2012, she was like, "Are you ready to move to Nashville?" And I'm like, "What? Are you serious? Are you serious?" "Yes." And I found a house within 3 days and been here ever since. So it was pretty cool how I got brought here.
Now, a lot of people have been going to Nashville. There's a lot of cool things to pretty much draw people in. I know lower taxes is one of them, that you don't pay a lot of taxes in Nashville, right?
That's true.
Houses are pretty good. There's just, I mean, plus the landscape, like the landscape in Nashville, the watering holes, and not to mention the colleges, and they have some really good schools there. They get really excited with their sports teams. They go crazy out there. So, what has been, since you've been in Nashville, what has been an inspiration for you? Have you gone to like with the Grand Ole Opry, having an opportunity to look at certain things?
Yeah.
I mean, I know for me, if I would go to Nashville, that's one of the places I definitely would like to go. I mean, a lot of people got their start there. Like Elvis Presley, Dolly Parton. A lot of greats got starts in Nashville.
Legendary. Yes. That was the first place I went to. After we did that show, I went to the Opry. I'm like, that's on my bucket list. I would love to play at the Opry. It's legendary. And like you said, Dolly Parton is one of the biggest women in music country. So she's another idol of mine. Martina McBride, Faith Hill, Sarah Evans. They're just all strong women. And their music just really inspires me because the strength and their backstory and how they got started. And it's just, Nashville is amazing. And it's not just for country music, but this is the place to be. But yes, Grand Ole Opry is one of my biggest bucket lists.
So when you look at bucket lists, some people will put on a bucket list to play a lot of instruments, to learn their instruments. Now, we have a question from McDork. Do you know how to play other instruments? Are you, learning?
I am learning piano right now. I really do like piano, actually. It gives you a different sound, and when you're songwriting, it can take the melody just different places, which is really cool. Because when you play guitar, it's like a same melody, but when you get on piano, it's like a whole different aspect. So, working on piano.
Now, if you weren't doing music, like, what would be something that you would be doing? Like, if you decided, I can't pursue it. I'm gonna have to go in a different direction. Is there a different love that you had as well?
Acting. I did some acting when I was younger. I did a movie for the first time that was in Terre Haute, Indiana. So acting and modeling would probably be my two. But music's my first love. That's the one I always go to.
Okay, so Divine Pop says, who is your biggest influence?
My
Was it
biggest influence,
uh-huh your biggest
Carrie
influence?
Underwood. And but before Carrie Underwood, it was Martina McBride. That voice and the way she carries those notes is so inspiring.
Okay, so I'm just making sure I don't miss anybody's questions that they might have, but there's definitely a lot of options in Nashville. The Culinary Trapper says. What about like food? Do you have like a go-to? When you're singing and you're getting ready to perform, sometimes you don't have the opportunity, so maybe some things on the go, or maybe afterwards you treat yourself. Does Nashville have something that you're just like, oh, this is awesome?
Yes, um, they have the best sushi place. It's called Virago. I love that sushi place. For before shows, I kind of stay light and I like to do good protein smoothies. So I get that protein and sugar and all the right stuff. And then, yeah, I go sushi, splurge on that afterwards. But sushi has become my favorite food.
Now, let's say you were stranded on an island, you're going to be, and you can only bring
Oh
three albums with you to listen.
my God.
What are you bringing with you? What's going to come with you?
I would have to say um, Carrie Underwood's Cry Pretty for sure. That record is beautiful, so well written. Um, I would have to choose George Strait's first album, which is amazing, and Keith Urban, his new one that he is, Gravity. I'm, I'm a Keith Urban fan, big time.
Nice. Yeah, I mean Keith Urban, he's got a great voice. He does really, really well.
Yeah.
So no argument there. So obviously, Women's History Month. Is there, when you look at Women's History Month, you as a performer, you as being a lady yourself and coming from your background with your mom and just fighting and going through. I mean, you are a fighter. There was a comment in there. That's what they perceive you to be. What is that you want to portray to younger women that are looking up and they might come across you? And I mean, what kind of message would you like to say to women out there?
I just want to say follow your dream, and even though the struggles in life that you're going through, you're never not able to do what you love. Like, no matter how you're feeling or what your mindset is, you can have control of that. And I hope to just inspire the younger women out there to still keep pushing on and don't let something take over your life. Take charge of your life and do what makes you happy, do what puts you in a good mood. Just follow your dreams because they're never out of reach.
So now, like I said, is there something that you've been in the works, like any kind of collaborations?
Uh, I don't have any collaborations right now, but maybe in the future, maybe this year, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
Okay. Well, like I said, I think you're right on that track. I mean, I think you're amazing. Your voice is awesome. Like I
Yeah.
said, anybody that has a chance, make sure you check out her Instagram, her Spotify. Her links are right there. So Chelsea, do you have another one in you? Do you have one that you would like to just belt out, have some fun with it?
Yeah, I have another one.
All right. So guys, thank Chelsea, like I said, for taking her time, being here, providing a little bit of entertainment. We appreciate you guys being here today. All the women out there, you guys do such an amazing job. Absolutely. And even you, Roberta, you're doing awesome. So we love you too, Robert. But Divine Pops, obviously the song Blue by Keith Urban is one of his faves.
Oh,
Um,
Blue. Those lyrics and the way it was written is so clever.
yes. And so obviously we have, Women's History Month is March. I did notice that you are there, right there. You're down here on the bottom. So awesome. Appreciate it.
Oh, that's
So got you down there. So go
Yeah.
ahead, Chelsea Ray. Uh, Belt it out. You've been doing such a great job. We
Well,
want
thank
more.
you. I appreciate that. Okay. So let's do listening to leaving. Listening to you leaving. This is also off my EP, and it's really fun. And it's like you're tired of hearing the same old thing. So this is listening to you leaving. I'm so sick of this alarm clock playing out the same song over and over again. I keep on listening to same old heartbreak sound. You leaving me running round through my head from the beginning. Don't matter if I turn that dial. Every station's got it playing time after time. I could turn off the radio or put on something really soft, but nothing playing ever changes. It's just the same damn rhythm blasting through my system. I can't get it out of my head. I keep on listening till you leave it. Yeah, I keep on listening till you leave it. The barista at the coffee shop is humming to it non-stop. Man behind me's tapping his feet, and all I hear is your footsteps to the drum. Leave me crying as your lyrics sing. Here in your car, shit, years out of our drive. I can try, but I can't get away. Can someone take this song off replay? And I could turn off the radio or put on something really slow, but nothing playing ever changes. Just the same damn rhythm blasting through my system. I can get it out of my head. I keep on listening till you leave it. Yeah, I keep on listening till you leave it. I can hear it when I lay down at night. Let me tell you, boy, it's the worst lullaby. I could turn off the radio or put on something really soft, but nothing playing ever changes. Just the same damn rhythm blasting through my system. I can get out of my head. I keep on listening till you leave it. Yeah, I keep on listening till you're leaving. I keep on listening till you're leaving. Oh, I keep on listening till you're leaving.
All right, yeah, woohoo, yeah. See, that's what's awesome
That was
because,
like
like,
so fun to group to.
well, the thing is we don't get a chance to go to concerts. You know, these things have been so. This is awesome. A lot of people in the chat are enjoying it. It provides them. It's like they're sitting on the couch, relaxing, like they're at the concert itself, just enjoying the sounds. You know, really appreciate that. And like you said, it is different. You know, when you're in the venue and you get to see the people and just have that experience. And we are working our way on getting that back. But doing something like this is absolutely amazing. Really appreciate that 100%. You know, so Chelsea Ray, guys.
Totally agree with you on that. Like, this is a blessing that we have this and are able to do it. I think it's going to be a new way of 2021 too, like in between.
Well, I mean, it's like even like with the movies, you know, being able to see movies on you know, there's different things that are happening and changing the way that we, you know, are shaping our society. So let me see if you guys have any questions. You know, let us put that through. I just want to make sure. But you are going to get Chelsea Ray in a couple of weeks. She's going to come in with a lot of great ladies that are going to perform. We're putting together a music fest. It's going to be awesome because, like I said, there is different varieties. You know, these ladies, they love music just like you, and they all perform in a different way. And so we're going to highlight and showcase that because, like I said, women rock, and you know that's what we're celebrating this month. So you know, guys, definitely appreciate it. Like I said, it's Chelsea Ray. Now, where else? What can they find you? You know, like I said, on Instagram. What are you showcasing right now?
You can find me on Spotify, Apple iTunes, my website, chelsearaymusic.com, actually on iHeartRadio and Pandora, and Amazon Music. All music platforms you can find me.
All right, so there you go, guys, and definitely, like I said, check her out with Instagram. You know, sometimes she'll drop some information. You're actually, if I'm not
I
mistaken,
actually just got verified on YouTube and Google.
oh,
So that was exciting.
that is very exciting. Congratulations.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I also saw. Let me see if I can find it because I'm putting things in here. You had something coming up on very shortly. Is it tomorrow, the 14th, or is it you're
Yep.
performing?
I do. I have a round at the Commodore Grill in downtown Nashville with
So
two of my good friends who are crazy talented, Dakota Daniel and Justin Love.
that's really exciting. Like I said, I was looking for I know I had that down here. I was looking at it to upload and put in there because sometimes I miss them too when I'm scrolling up. I put a lot of different stuff in here in regards, but this Chelsea Ray, guys, definitely great name, great songs, great performer. You know, obviously taking the time. One more time, Deadpool. Yep, absolutely, 100%. So, guys, thank you so much for being here, chat, and we hope that you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you find her in a platform, show her some love, definitely share her out. You know, she's doing some great things. Before you know it, you could be seeing her on a trip to Nashville at the Grand Ole Opry. So, I mean, there's a lot of things that she could be doing because she's on her way. Definitely. But we have her back in 2 weeks. So, definitely getting excited for that. So, let me go ahead and close her out with her commercial that we had. I had it muted. See, I'm not used to having to mute stuff. I'm used to just talking, and I was sitting there talking, and I'm like, oh, it's muted. But anyways, like I said, guys, find her on a platform, share her out. She's on her way. You know, she's doing some amazing things. We get her back in 2 weeks. So Chelsea Ray, thank you for taking the time and doing this. I know you got a busy schedule. Much love, much prayers to you. God bless, and definitely, like I said, amazing. I cannot wait to bring you back in 2 weeks and see what else is going on with you.
I'm so excited. Hopefully I'll have a whole bunch of more new things to tell you.
What we want to do is that's what the festival is going to be geared for to women. We're going to rock. We're going to have a lot of fun. You know, we're going to do some giveaways that week too. I do apologize, guys. Like I said, Nikki Suhu, she got caught up in scheduling and she's doing some shoots. That's an actress, you know, unfortunately, but she does want to reschedule. So hopefully that'll be next week. We're going to talk about that. But like I said, Chelsea, we got a little bit more Chelsea tonight, and so that was awesome right there. So want to obviously thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it 100%.
Thank you.
All right. So we're gonna tell the chat, everybody in the chat, like I said, Carmen, we like Chelsea, very nice. Thank you. We got Papa Willie says Grammys. We go whoop whoop. A little more Chelsea was awesome, and that's why I said we wanted to give you a little preview because she is going to come back, and we want to make sure that you guys come and enjoy that. So as we're closing out, anything that you want to throw out there, Chelsea? Anything
I
that you
just
want?
want to thank everyone who tuned in and thank you for taking the time to listen to my music and just hang out with Eric and I. It was fun, and I can't wait to do this again.
Guys, and because women rock. That's right. Women rock, guys. So we appreciate it 100%. Now remember, you don't have to go home, guys. But unfortunately, you can't stay here. So Chelsea and I, we're going to wave you goodbye. And, oh, Chelsea,
Yeah.
one of the things that we do is pop in around the world. Me and my co-host. And what we do is we like to go to other people's places and have them show us like around the town and kind of what's going on. Maybe that's one of those things down the road we can have an opportunity to get you on, pop in and just show us what Nashville's about and kind of give us a little tour,
I'd love that.
Yeah, so if you guys haven't had a chance, like I said, check out Popping Around the World on Thursdays. But Chelsea Ray, check her out, guys. All right, we're heading out. Bye, bye.